idea of making money under false pretense is truly infuriating, and none more so than what happened about 2 weeks ago. So this morning we're going to be talking about false pretenses. We know it as 419 here, right? That's what we know it now. But a little bit more on a verse of this morning. My question is, when should you pay before, after service, right? So not say pay me, I send you $1 million as I want, or pay for let you that your car is going to be impounded or something like that. There'll be so many scams, all right? And then as you can help me answer. Look at these scams, particularly those like, why are they so abusive? Why? I don't get it. You are still, you're a thief. They catch you, you hold a thief, in broad light. Hey, I beg, sorry, I beg. Oh, God, give me, I will repent. It happens. You see why some of them are your cousin's friends, some of them are your husband's wife. Yeah. When somebody, win what they have to do, they start to all insults, fool, idiots, nonsense. Now, go. Somebody, you are swearing, being rude. Let's have a conversation.
Views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo. Nigeriainfo, let's go. On 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
All right, so 0179002, 017923003, 017923002, 0173003. At Nigeriainfo PH, Nigeriainfo PH, where you find us on X, Nigeriainfo PH, Nigeriainfo PH. Now continue. WhatsApp is 0809 0680 0803 6416. All right, you very much. WhatsApp, right message for that number. Let's get this. Like this conversation where you get those of you involved. The one so was so bad that by the time people are doing this, we've been coming annoying. It's very annoying, and I have to say this. We get the story. Serious macro market. I mean, that auction market doesn't come a check. Anyone bringing the views out from the panel, they're controlling things down. Businesses, fall in Port, and then you. Your own involved in this one to speak. What I'm getting is now going to work to the market early in the morning. There's no trepidation. Hey, one chance. 081930027930003. What's your 80906? Can you chance those cars? And they start you now as some of you bread. Just can be made after this benefit. Why should you pay for after you pay before it is done or pay after it just ends? So what are they? Do better as the guest. They're the worst form camp that we have, but I don't know police. I don't know particular knows for one chance. Yeah, it's not good that knows. Rather Nigerian use Port Harcourt one chance capital. I like to believe it's not. I believe that this and the other members of the Nigerian police, to a great extent, tackled the ones coming up. But with you, it's still one of the forms of scam. What I just went into the studio. They don't even use old men. They're not old women to be part of the one chance gang. What exactly? How bad has life turned for you, ma or sir, as an elderly person in your 60s or 70s, that you now join your children? Because most of those drivers, most of those one chance people, they're what, in their 30s, 20s, or 40s. What exactly did you do in life that you've got to the point where you are not a tool to deceive unsuspecting Rivers people, and then they get robbed? What? I'm afraid I'm about to say something that's going to put me in trouble. So I'm trying to keep my tongue in check. All right, I'm biting my tongue right now, so I don't say something that will lead me into trouble. WhatsApp 00903064160. 00903064160. Good morning, Jude. We are in the site where people have now glorified those scammers. Those Yahoo boys now have friends. They will have pastors. Yeah, they have pastors that pray for them. You don't mean it? You have spiritual advisors I know who I'll ask this question. I don't believe I just read. I'm going to ask somebody else that I know. Yes, that person will have to help me answer this question, because what? All right. Caleb says, good morning. In my type of business, I like people to pay me before service, because my items are very clear for you to see. If you pay and it's faulty, you can always come back and return it. But I don't give anybody anything on credit, and even transfers. If I don't see it in my app, I will not give you the product, no matter how well you tell me that it has been taken from your bank. Go and solve your bank's problem. Leave my business alone. Caleb says. Yeah, so leave his business alone. If you don't see the money reflecting, not as text, check your app. Caleb, thank you very much for that information. Check your app. Don't fall victim to the text messages. Oh, I've sent you the text. You don't see them. 20,000 naira for a new pair of jeans. Oh, no problem. I don't see them. Meanwhile, you haven't gotten a message directly from your bank. In fact, some people are so good, they know how to send you messages using predetermined bank notifications. So the best thing to do, get to your app store, please. Or some of you that have USSD protocols, use the USSD. Check. If it doesn't show, please don't leave any text you receive. Please, believe at your own peril. We'll be back after the break. all around you. Some of them are even your fathers. Yeah, some of them are politicians. So yeah, basically they're all scamming. Some of them, not all, not all. I didn't say all. I said some of them. Okay, maybe a few of them. I don't know. But hey, you probably have heard, probably you are living with a few of them who are scammers. Now, when we talk about scammers here in Nigeria, a lot of people just quickly go to the archetype, the stereotype, young person, who has a lot of maybe technical know-how on the computer, or on social media, and he's probably living, above his means, which, by the way, I have to say is a fallout of the abuse that Nigerians have been exposed to or have been enduring in the past, particularly in the past 15 years. Because what exactly is in a decent car that anybody should be batting an eyelid about? Like, what exactly? Right, I remember a few years ago, a friend of mine, same set from the university. He just sent me a message. He just bought his house. Meanwhile, here in this country, if you're thinking of buying a house, you're probably thinking that maybe on your 50s, on your 60s. Meanwhile, he's talking about somebody that is buying his house, and he's not buying a one bedroom apartment. He's buying a 6-bedroom, place with what they call it, cellars. That's what he's buying. Anyway, I digress. So this morning, ladies and gentlemen, as we look at the scamming issue, I ask, when should payment be made? Before or after service? Which do you prefer? And why do some of these scammers or payment defaulters get abusive? Before I forget, some of you try to scam some vendors at the Bole Festival. In fact, after the headline news, we'll talk about that this morning. Stay tuned. The headline news coming up.
Headline news, Nigeria Info on
92.3.
Zero 0817-923-0002, All right, at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X, at Nigeriainfo ph at Nigeriainfo ph. We're talking about scammers and how you are able to prevent yourself from falling prey. So I asked the question, which is better? Which do you operate in, before or after service delivery? When do you like to be paid, before or after? If I want to buy suya, for example, more often than not is when the suya is roasted, right? And is done, then I pay. But sometimes I could just pay, and they're roasting the suya, and I come and pick up my suya, and I walk away. In that business, both scenarios work. But which actually reduces scamming, particularly on the side of the business owner. Stanley says, "See, my customers pay me before service, so I know that's why people don't like paying. I know that the reason why people don't like paying for service is because of scammers. Jude, for me, once I know the person is reliable, I'm ready to pay to finish before the service. All right, so that's fair enough." Right? If that's for a customer, someone that you have done business with, someone that you have had negotiations with, you've had dealings. So yeah, there's a level of trust, right? That you can say, I have ascribed to this person. Fair enough. Okay. All right, let's get back to messages now. And also the phone lines are good. It's a bit of a slow one this morning. But yeah, we'll take them as they come. All right, this one says, G, good morning. For me, I like to have my services rendered fully, and then I serve them in bits. So I run a business, an event management business. Before people pay me, I like to show them what they're going to get. And then when I deliver some of it, I expect my money in return. Okay. My 2.3, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
Hello, making this morning.
Hello, welcome.
After and all those things, they would put in their YouTube channel. I paid. But when they brought that, and behold, I forgetting the package,
so let me ask you there. Likes to pay. You can choose a few items over the year from the comments. I pay for my delivery. When it comes, if it's not want, I immediately affirm that the item has been received. But my so whoever the dispatcher gets to take it immediately and immediately take it. Quote, are you refunding money or do I want the item to come? And that's well like brand. But on a day-to-day basis, we bring back to Bole and fish. That day, some people, some of these boys and girls, young men and young women dancing around Port Harcourt who came for that event actually came with the intention to not pay for services. They came with the intention not to pay for services. Imagine you ordering for Bole. Oh, I can't transfer right now. I can't transfer. Okay. Wait. Maybe we know they do. That's what the Bole, some of the Bole vendors will say. We know they do, but other businesses, because you have people who are providing ice cream, small chops, full meals. Some people were offering paintings, paint therapy, that kind of thing. People were doing body art and that kind of thing. So those kind of stuff. Some people will come and say, "Oh, paint my pikin face," or "paint my girlfriend's face. I'll pay. I'll do the design. I'll pay." Hey, the transfer is not going. Okay, let me take your number. As I'm talking to you till today, these people have not paid. At least from what I gathered, they haven't paid. Why? So if the owners of the business had told you that day, all right, you want to look glammed up for that event, and they tell you, if you no transfer, I no go do. You say, oh, they're bad people, but they're trying to not be scammed. Yet you are scamming them intentionally. 92.3. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
Thank you so much. My name is Stanley Rentas Wameme.
Wameme, good morning to you, Stanley.
I greet you, my brother. How is work now?
Very well, thank you.
Good. So, you see, when you are talking about payment before service, for me, I'm a business person. I prefer for someone to pay me to finish before I give the person the service. Like some of the works I'm doing this time, the customers always pay finish. If they pay me finish, then I have to write their receipt and give to them. That we prove that they have paid for so and so things. Because sometimes there are some challenges we have if we deliver if we do the services, then at the end of the payment, sometimes it's not as if they will not pay, but it will now make you now to suffer or to pass a process before you get your body. Just for instance, there is a man I did a work to. That thing is chieftaincy something. Then after the event, after I have loaded my properties inside the car, I want to now go because I'm going for a far place. You know the condition of the country and the fuel and all that.
Well, yes.
So I now begin to call the man. The number is not even going. Nobody is picking the call. It's only when I begin to panic in the yard and tell people that are there. They are now reach the person. Now he's now telling me that he's so tired that he cannot be able to do anything now. That I have to come back the next day. You understand? So these are the process that why it's necessary for the payment to be made completely. But on the other hand, I have to say that before you make a payment to somebody before the service, you need to know the person very well. You need to know that if that person is somebody that is reliable. Because, for instance, there is a person that one of my friends that works Amazon. I gave this guy a job and I paid him to finish. Do you know that this thing I'm telling you, Jude, is since November last year? See now, you know that this guy is not trustworthy. I will not do so. Thank you so much, Jude.
Stanley, thank you very much. Great to have heard from you this morning. All right, back to the phone lines. 90.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Yeah, Mr. Jude, good morning to you.
Good morning, please.
This is Mr. Zion from Port Harcourt.
Welcome.
Why these scammers will always do that is because they know that these people we are scamming about to scam, their country will never protect them. Their country will not do them anything. So let's also abuse them on top. If it was a country or a nation that values its citizens, upon you insulting me on phone, I can report you, and that nation will track where you are. Why you do insult me? You were here. Americans have been kidnapped. Nigeria cannot save them. Their country have to come here and save them. Can you try that kind of a nation by insulting them? If you open most of your Blue app, they even create fish accounts to scam people. Even use the name of instituted bodies. I want to see custom officers on your Facebook as whatever, maybe profile now.
Yes.
We are auctioning a car.
Yes, that's
Has custom ever arrested anybody before? Nothing, because they cannot protect their people. If it's a nation that protects its own, all this scam no go day. Just imagine the day I receive a call. It's your in-law, your sister day, hospital, waiting, don't boss for in belly blood. As I hear that thing, I say thank you. I return this thing back to you and your family. And the insult started.
Yeah. Wait. Why do they always insult when they get caught? Why don't?
Because you have busted them now. They now feel useless at that moment. Now they are angry now.
They're angry.
They don't knock their job, of course.
But if I catch a thief on the road, Mr. Zai, very often they start to beg. How come this one's online?
Condition. Well, your national character, sir. Your country cannot pay you if you have not worked after 31 days. True or false? Your country cannot pay you upon employing you. except 31 days expire or 20 days, or 30 days before they pay you what they call salary. So why should you be paying somebody money on internet when you have not seen your product?
Hey, but that's the wave of the future. I want to buy something from Zion. I pay you. You send it to me.
Violating your nation's character.
I see.
You are violating it. Governor Sim will not pay you, even as his SA, until 31 days. You saw an advert online. I want to buy this bedspread or this phone or whatever. You never see the phone. You never see the bedspread. You transfer money. Then will collect your money, run, block your line. Nothing will happen. Do you know that even this e-commerce sites now?
Yes. Yes.
They will pay upon delivery, and your own. You see, e-commerce site where you not even they register to your country CAC. You do business until we start to inculcate these attitudes of national character, attitudinal change, the point of doing the right thing, the point of, because in most cases, most of us want to go and scam those people also, because they give us a very cheaper price. That is why we rush to pay, not knowing that we are paying off our hard earning to unknown people. So learn to behave like your country, not the bad behavior, but the good ones.
Not the bad behavior.
That we can grow this nation.
All right, Mr. Zion, thank you very much. Good morning, Jude. When it comes to one chance in this Port Harcourt, I have to admit that Rumokoro area is the worst. Almost every day, I keep hearing from drivers how some woman was taken for her money and dropped off somewhere. It is becoming very bad. The police needs to do something. Oh, here we go. So what the woman should pay before she enters or after they drop her? What exactly? And once again, let me say this, those individuals who are carrying out these one chance operations and they are doing it using old men and old women. I have to ask those old men and old women, are you not, because let me say this politely, you're about to die. So what exactly is the challenge that's getting you to the point where you say, oh no, let me help them steal more money? I don't understand it.